Black people, why do you think Crips and blood, which is blood, green and red, why do you think that you are part of this gang? You're black. Black creates all realities. So you are being used to cause a chaos, a turmoil inside. Blue is a deoxygenated blood, is the vein, and the red is the red blood cell. That's the reason why the Crips and blood is in LA. There's also a reason why when you mix blue and red together, you get purple. That's why you have purple and gold in LA. You cause chaos in the community. But you have the basketball game. The same people that have allowed you to have the black gang in the community is also capitalizing in bringing you together. You all can kill each other with that blue versus red, which is literally the inner world and the outer world. It's literally divine feminine and the divine masculine. But purple and gold is unification of both. It's the highest frequency. It's time we unite and stop this fuckery. It's a game. It's a game. This is why they have gangs in the brown communities and black communities. Okay? And then the only gang that we know that is very profound in the white community was the KKK, which was also intentional. You need to know that all these gangs are all intentional. They were all white with the pointy, with the eye. You need to know that all this is to create chaos within. You need to understand that. There's no reason, black people, if you know your powers, you should never attach yourself with violence. You should never attach yourself with fighting one another. Because the more you fight each other, this is the reason why if you go to Africa, they fight each other. It is encouraged. The people that are trying to control collective minds want to divide and conquer. So when you know your true powers, nigga, you don't want to fight another black man. You don't want to fight another black woman. You don't want to argue with them, because whatever you do to your family, to yourself, you're doing to your family. So if you do that to your brothers and sisters, it's affecting all the collective. If anyone had told you that you have God powers inside of you, that means whatever you do can affect the whole collective consciousness. Would you want to go shoot your brothers and sisters? Would you want to hurt another black man or another black woman? If you know that you have God powers, that whatever you do in your life individually can affect the collective, would you go around and kill people and hurt people? If you know that ye are gods, why don't you put your fucking white hat on and channel peace? You have God powers, so why don't you channel peace, channel wholeness, channel harmony? Why do you use God powers that you have to bring chaos in the community, to bring more destruction, to bring more fear, to bring more lack, to bring more limitation? Why are you using your God abilities, your God powers that you have to bring more chaos, more separation, more division in the community? Why don't you channel your God powers that you have and literally create, let there be harmony, let there be love, let there be peace? You literally can say that. You be the light that you wish to see in the world. Instead, you want to be part of the blood versus the Crips. The blood versus the Crips. You are called the blood. This is your inner world. Do you fucking know that? You are called the blood. Do you see how they're using your frequency, your black energy, causing disharmony in the body? How do you think blood illnesses and diseases happen? You are called the blood. You need to know how subtle energies work. If you are called the blood, and this blood, that's what you're called, this gang, you call the blood. So you're a gang. You're a gang of stars. Gang of stars. And this energy, which is cells, by the way, they are cells. So these cells attack blood cells, red blood cells. They attack it and kill it. So what do you think happens in the physical world? Have you seen people that have a blood types, illnesses and diseases? See, an illusionary white man that teaches you knowledge will never understand this. He can never comprehend what I'm telling you. So he's going to say, that's not how the body works. Nigga, go sit down. I'm not talking to you. Unless you know thy Lord and thy Savior inside of you, unless you know God inside of you, you know how the body is connected to the whole universe. What you say within, what you do within becomes your outer reality. Unless you understand the world from the spiritual perspective, you're not going to comprehend it. So please go sit over there and drink your fucking gluten-free almond milk. Go drink your fucking gluten-free almond milk. And your Impossible Burger. Go drink and blend that shit or eat it. Go eat your Impossible Burger and your seedless food. Because that's the intelligence they're trying to tell me what is right and what is wrong. That's not how the body works. But you go drink your Impossible Burger. Literally, go drink it. I didn't even say eat it, because that you can't. What is that? What is that Impossible Burger you're eating? Anyways, so the bloods are attacking. So have you seen all the autoimmune illnesses and diseases that happen? They're all man-made. When something is attacking itself. So if you look in the real world, you have blood attacking cribs. So what is a crib? What is a crib? C-R-I-B. C-R-I-B. The ribs. C-ribs. So the ribs is what? You need to know this. What is in the ribs? Isn't that air? Isn't the ribs air? So you have the air fighting the earth. The air is the spirit, the cribs. I hope you understand that. So the cribs is the spirit, because in that rib, C-rib, that's the air. So, and then the bloods, it's the earth. So literally the cribs and the blood, that is divine. That's man versus woman. That is the spirit versus the physical. And it has to be in LA, because LA is a frequency. It's literally, it's really the root. It's the earth energy. It's a root chakra. LA, Los Angeles, the Los, L-O-S, the Los is the soul. Soul Angelus, soul B. Angelus is just to materialize. So it is in LA. Why do you think it's in LA? That's why purple and gold it's literally unification of blue and red. It's purple. That's why purple and gold is there to literally. So to balance that, you guys go to the games. Why do you think the industry didn't like Prince? Prince wears purple. Because purple brings highest consciousness. That is the lavender. That's why lavender brings calmness and peace. The highest frequency of the rainbow, the purple, everything goes into white. White and black is the same. Black gives birth to white. And in that white comes all the rainbows. So why do you think Prince was hated? Because Prince was a purple spirit. I only want to see you living in a purple rain. Because purple will bring clarity. So you guys need to fucking know these kings and queens. Gang of stars is gang of stars up in the stars. The gang of stars. The gangsters. The gang stars. So if you form a gang, and the gang you form, you form a gang, you have created chaos in the physical plane because you have formed a gang. You want to form a gang of love, gang of joy, gang of unity. That's why you form bands. Bands are just gangs, right? The band, you form a boy band. Girls go crazy. Oh my God. You form, the Temptations, the Isley Brothers, all this, these old school bands, the Commodores, etc. Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. They are gangs because these bands, you're bound together. So you create a ripple effect in the infinite universe, and then that's what happens. So this is why they will always encourage gangs, because gang stars, gang creates. Churches are nothing but gangs, because it's a gang of people that come together to praise God. So unless it's the kind of church they want you to create. But church is also a gang. Everything's are gangs that come together. But black and brown people need to understand the only gangs you need to be forming is gang of peace, gang of prosperity, brothers coming together, making money. But make sure that the gang, the seed that sprouted the gang, it's about universal love, it's about Christ, it's about wholeness, it's about empowerment, not to rip other people off. Then that is the gang of stars that's going to be. Because what you do with your gang will affect everybody. It affects your body, it affects my body, it affects everyone, because we are all connected. So if your gang and the mafia gang is this versus this is what it causes turmoil within. So my love, you are not dealing with just anxiety and depression of your own doing. It's the collective, because you are very sensitive to the collective energy. So you are picking up so much energy inside of you, and you're so sensitive. So you become anxious, you become depressed, you become moody. That's why a lot of women are moody, because you are the universe, you are the planet, you are everything. So every bullshit, everything that's happening in the whole infinite universe is going through you, because the river flows inside of you. So you see women that go through ups and downs, irritated. It's all the emotions of everybody that they inhabit. So the black and brown people, you need to know there's a reason why we were the smartest people for a very long time. We were the one that taught all this knowledge and education system today. They were taught by black people and brown people, because that's the fucking root. If the root, the divine intelligence, is have the knowledge of all knowing, then you know that me being grounded makes the world a better place. Me being loving makes the world a better place. Me being whole affects the better world. So as I come into the world as loving and peaceful and harmonious, then you are playing a part in creating a peaceful world. But if you're joining gangs to fight other gangs to keep creating chaos in the universe, nigga, you're not helping. You are bringing more chaos in the world. Because no one is telling you this, that what you do affects the whole collective, because you are God and God is you. You are a spark of God. You are the mind of God. You are the intelligence, divine intelligence of God. So what you think, you grow. What you do affects everyone. So you kill that person, is in the news. They will talk about it. That brings fear in the community. That brings people in the cycle of fear and anxiety and depression and loss of hope. And then they create all those energy, those emotions into the world. And other people will download it, because we are connected. This is a deeper information that you will never know. So if the crib, which is also your house, it's all subliminal, my brother. So it's the cribs and the bloods. So if the blood, that means your blood, is filled with hate. This is how hate is cultivated. You have unnecessary hate and rage inside of you. You don't even fucking know why. You see someone wearing blue and you're wearing red. You're not even in LA. You don't even live there, but you just have like, you just hate on niggas for no reason. Like, nigga, fuck your fucking t-shirt. I don't even like that t-shirt for no reason. You just have this rage of anger inside of you. You have no idea why you picked that shit up. Not knowing that niggas that with cribs and bloods are fighting each other for stupid because they don't know. You don't know ye are God. When black and brown people know ye are God, you are not going to try to be part of cartel or part of gang. The only gang you want to be is the gang of Christ, the gang of love, gang of wholeness, gang of oneness, gang of community. The only cartel or the mafia gang that you want to be part of is that the stuff that brings people together, not people that, not to separate, not to divide. That's how this shit works, bro. If we don't want to have any blood fights and blood illness and disease around, we need to stop creating chaos using God's name in vain. This is about that we are warned not to use God's name in vain. That's why. So if bloods are killing cribs, so that is earth versus spirit, air and spirit. Literally, it's the air and then the blood. Literally talking about the spirit. Do you see where the disconnect is? And then to top it off, the Democrats and Republicans are the same thing. So it's also the political parties. And to top it off, then the gay people take the rainbow colors. And then the blue and the red people start hating on the gay people with their rainbow colors. Because the rainbow colors unifies the fights, the frequency fights, because it's all frequency. So the color frequency fights. So the rainbow color harmonizes, because that's when all of us are in a harmony. The only color that you're going to see is the rainbow, because that's the rainbow. Literally, the harmonious state of being is the rainbow colors. Or, which turns into the white. That's the perfect. The white, all white, all of them comes into white. The rainbow colors. So, but when there is harmony, the color that you will see is rainbow. When there is joy, the color that you're gonna see is rainbow. That's the reason why after raining, rainbow comes. And that's the whole point of tears of joy. The tears of joy, the joy is the rainbow colors. When we say tears of joy, it's the tears, the rain, it's the tears. And then it's of joy, and that's the rainbow that comes after the storm. That's the unification. When you see the rainbow, it's also the sign. If you start seeing rainbow, that's why we say rainbow is a sign of good luck. Because it is harmony. If you see a rainbow, you just give thanks. Like, give thanks that your dreams have materialized. I'm so grateful and thankful that I'm alive. I'm so grateful and thankful that my heart desires have come to be. I'm so grateful and thankful that things are working out for me. Every time you see those rainbow colors, give thanks and say thank you for this good life that I have. Thank you for this amazing life experiences. I'm so grateful that everything is working out. Money is flowing, love is flowing, joy is flowing, clarity is flowing. That's what rainbow does. That's the rainbow color. Even if you see the rainbow or you see the letter rainbow, it's written somewhere. You can literally say the same thing. It's the same thing. Like, you see me wearing rainbow, having this conversation. I'm bringing you good vibes. I'm bringing you good luck. I'm bringing you blessings of the Most High. By you literally looking at this video, even if you don't even watch the whole thing. But if you see rainbow and what it gives you, it boils you up with negativity, that affects you. You don't know that. If you see rainbow colors and that gives you this ill will energy, then your whole body will have that will have those emotions. So when you see rainbow, send love, man. Send love. Send love. If you have nothing nice to say when you see rainbow, leave it alone. Because your whole body vibrates rainbow. That's the harmonious state, is rainbow. The harmonious state is white, brightest white. That's your harmonious state. But it sprouts from the darkness, from the black. That's where white sprouts from. So when white sprouts from that, and the white that you see is rainbow, or what you call white is like, is a golden light. It's not really white, it's the golden light. It's fire. White is fire. That's the voice that just came to me. It's fire. There you go. Confirmation. It's fire. So, but again, there is this thing about fire too. Fire to be very violent, to be very negative, to be very fearful. But that's the brightest fire. That's the brightest light. That is God. That's fire. That's the white light, the golden light. But they have also turned it into something negative and violent. But you need to know, as a black person, that's the reason why we were their highest minds, because we understand that the root has to be sound, grounded in God, because what we do affects everyone and the collective. And what white people do and their deception can affect all of us too, because the black and white is the same thing. It's a mirror of one another. So, but if there's deception that's been done by white people, if black people are grounded in Christ, that's the reason why they give you illusionary, fake religion too. They can drift you off from authentic God. The same reason why people brought you the religion they did, the way they brought you God, the way they want you to see God, the way they want you to envision God, to connect to God, was also a deception. Because they want to confuse you. Because being black, you already know God. Being black, you already know God. You are a walking embodiment of God, being God. So without anybody coming to tell you what God is, if you say, fuck you, everybody, leave me alone, I'm going to sit quietly with God, you will materialize God. You will know. When you stop the outside noise and say, don't tell me about God, I will activate God inside of me. No noise. I don't want to know. If every black and brown person just do that, no priest, fuck you, pastor and preachers, fuck, because they're gonna come through that way. Well, to tell you what God is, I don't fucking need you to tell me. I have God inside of me. My heart is beating. Thank you very much. Let me materialize God through inside of me. God, I know you are inside of me. Every cell of my body is you. Every breath of my body is you. Everything that I am is you. The light that permeates inside of me is you. But I need you to show out in my life, so that I'm lost, but I need you to show out fully in my life. Without going to no pastor telling you what God is. You don't need these people telling you who God is. You need to know God inside of you. You need to start listening to God inside of you, not people telling you what they are. Not saying those pastors are not good people. The reason why I'm telling black people this is you need to know you already have God inside of you. God is walking through you every day. But you are looking at the deception and illusionary God white people gave you. I said it because that was the game. You got to understand what was done. Same thing with gangs. It's happening in Africa. They call it creating gang stars, people. The gang stars. To star means to create. If I come together, I have 3 people, I'm like, this is my gang. Okay. Now, what is this gang creating? Make sure your gang is universal gang. It's a lovely gang. It's a harmonious gang. It's the gang that come together like the 12 apostles to bring highest good. Make sure your gang is about truth. It's about one truth. It's about love. It's about harmony. Don't let your gang be disruptive. Like disruptive where it brings chaos and violence in the community, because it's going to affect everybody. Everything you do as a Crip or a Crip or a Blood or whatever gang you are, all those Spanish gangs and all those cartels and all those mafias, Everything you do affects everyone eternally. Every organ and every cells, all of us, we all get affected by that. Every violence that is going on the outside affects all of us on the inside. This is the reason why men love violence. They want to go to war because of their spirit does not want to rest in the bosom of the woman, the peace. The spirit does not want to rest in the woman's arms. That is love. You want to rest in peace. She is the peace. But you cannot rest in peace because the woman does not know peace anymore. She doesn't know what peace is anymore because of all this chaos and this drama. The most violence that is done are done by men. You don't think it affects the woman? Because she's the one that carries, that's the menstruation, the frustration. She has to purge. If a woman does not bleed every month, which is the sacrifice, you don't even know that's also dying on the cross. There is so much about these things that you don't understand. When a woman is bleeding every month, that's a sacrifice. She's literally dying. Her old self has to purge for the new to come. She has to go through ego death. If she doesn't purge and remove all those things, you think that we are going to be here? So everything you are doing every day, the woman has to purge that shit out every month. The moon has to remove it. All those, that's when you're talking about the moon is emotional. The woman is going through different levels of emotions, angry, mad, when she's going through. What do you think is what is she purging? What emotions is she purging? It's our bullshit, our violence, our thoughts, our deeds, the things we're doing has to be purified. The more we gravitate towards peace and harmony as a collective, the woman's health gets better. The woman become more loving, more peaceful, more kind, more gentle. Because she's the gateway. So that means every emotions go through the woman. So when men are sitting complaining about women, and nigga, what are you doing to help bring peace in her life? What are you doing to help bring harmony in her life? Sometimes you know she can be the way she is. You just ignore it and just leave. Don't even entertain it. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. Be that guy that walked away from that drama. Let her remember you. Let her call you a pussy because you walked away. You just don't want to go back and forth with her. You choose to walk away. Be the pussy because you choose not to fight fire with fire. You choose to walk away. You call yourself a crib and a blood. Why don't you walk away? Wear purple. Wear purple and gold. Don't wear the red or the blue. Wear purple and gold. Stop the violence in the black community, because the violence in the black community affects everybody, makes us more aggressive and violent towards one another. It makes us become very aggressive to lash out to every black person around the world. I want to know how many white gangs you have out there. There's more black and brown gangs than white gangs. I bet you. Because they understand our power and our spirit. Encouraging gangs, you know, that fight each other affects the collective, affects the energy of the planet Earth. Because either you know it or not, Earth is the heart. So everything that goes on in the mind, in the brain, vibrates. The heart feeds it. Whatever it is we're thinking, the heart feeds. And that's what we experience. So Crips and blood is your red blood cell and your white blood, and your deoxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood, the red, deoxygenated blood, the blue. That's Venus, vein, in vein. That's the point of being in vein. So the blue is Venus, the red The red is man. It's interesting because the Venus is the deoxygenated blood. You see all the, which is actually is a holy man. Because if it's deoxygenated, so you're a higher mind, so it's air. So it's the spirit, it's the higher mind. That's why the Buddha and the Krishnas have blue skin. So you are the deoxygenated blood. So you are the higher mind. You are the heavenly Father. So the lower, when you come, the red is the woman. Because she's the blood. She's the earth. Technically. So the red rose. Because the red rose. The red rose. So the red is the woman. The blue is the man. It makes sense why the boys are blue and the girls is pink. Pink is a higher vibration of red. It's the, if you go the chakra, there's the green, the higher thymus right here is pink color. That's the higher. It's the higher heart, which is the higher mind. That's why pink. Look, your inside is pink. It's feminine, or what you call red. Red is always attributed to the woman. And the blue is a spirit, deoxygenated. It's a higher mind. It's a spiritual mind. Buddha, Jesus Christ. So you celebrate. So the blue star. But if the blue fight each other, have violence in their thoughts, in their mind, so that affects me in my body. That affects the woman in the body. That affects everyone. And if the red is fighting each other, can't stand the blue, they fight each other, then that's the man and the woman fighting each other. That is violence in the body. So autoimmunity, where do you think all that come from? The body attacking itself. Where do you think that comes from? How is the body attacking itself? Because we know what is inside as within is without. What's going on the inside is what you see on the outside. The map of the heavens, whatever it is in the heavens is what you see. That means what's inside is what you see out here. Everything you see inside of you is what you're seeing out here. As within, without. As up is down. When people know this, that everything that you see on the outside all started from the inside, was an imagination that came from the deoxygenated. It came from the blue first. And then that blue brings in the air. The moment the oxygen, it gets the oxygen, it turns into red. Blue is the spirit. That's the higher mind. That's why blue is very royalty. That's why I say blue is a royalty. It's royalty. It's connected. But again, but you need the blue. Blue grounds the red. Because, you know, the blue is the boy. He's like all over the place. Because he's an angel. He's just ready to fly everywhere. But the red grounds you. It brings you into the present moment to see better. Blue balls. It just rolls. It's constantly flowing. But the red brings it into balance because the red is the woman. And when two of them come together, then it gets with the child that comes. Purple baby. The purple child comes. That's Jesus Christ. Or Buddha. The purple is the baby, the purple. Or the purple or the golden light, or what you call white. That's the soul. The whole unification of a man and a woman. So when the blue and the red come together, the purple is what comes. Mix it. So that's every child is a rainbow child. Every fucking child is a rainbow child, or the joy to the world. Everyone is a joy to the world. All of us are rainbow children of the Most High. That's the pure white, the crystallized or golden light. That's purple and gold. Purple and gold, that's it. Everything is purple and gold. That's the unification of everything in a nutshell. So you need to know why you don't need to be joining gangs that can divide collective, that can divide everyone, bring chaos and struggle in the mind. Be part of a gang that brings everyone together, that wants the highest good, greater good for everybody. All right?